a holder of an ATP World Tour title. And that's the moment you'll never forget as a player.
He started the year playing challengers, and on Monday morning, he will wake up and he'll be the number 35 player in the world.
And that's well deserved. He's played well right from the start of the week. Some excellent wins. He played extremely well in the semifinal win over Shapovalov, and did extremely well today against an experienced player in Benoît Paire, somebody who's been in this situation before. So overall, an excellent job from the young Polish star.
Again, with the weather as such, they've scrambled pretty quickly here to get things set up for the trophy presentation.
There's a look at Greg Sharko, ATP Media.
Tell you what, Sharko doesn't miss camera time, does he? He really doesn't. All right, let's join Bill Oakes.
What a great match and a great week of tennis this week, huh? It sure was interesting. That is for sure. We had a great week. We got to see some wonderful tennis all week. Some new things here at this year's Winston-Salem Open, a women's exhibition. I think it was just a great time for everyone. We appreciate you, the fans, coming out all week. These tournaments can't happen without a number of people that get involved. The most important of those folks that get involved are our volunteers. You see them in the aubergine shirts walking around. 400 volunteers take time off during the week to be here. I hope everyone will give a big round of applause for all those volunteers and ball persons. I'd also like to thank many of our sponsors, but the most important sponsors, those folks who have really gone out of their way for us since the beginning. I'd really like to recognize BB&T, Champion Flow, Wake Forest Baptist Health. Those four sponsors have just really stepped up. Thank you all so much. And also Honda Aircraft, who helped sponsor the women's exhibition this week. The Honda was great to jump in here and help out with that, so we appreciate all of the sponsors, but those five especially. Thank you so much. We are a 501c. That means we're a community event. Our charity is the Winston-Salem Open for Forsyth County Middle School athletic programs. That's where our funds go to. And we are overseen by a board of directors, which you see many of those folks up here. They're all volunteer. They give of their time and talent. We could not do this without them. Thank you all so much for everything you all do for us throughout the year. So yesterday, it was about 29 degrees warmer. But today was a great day. We were so excited to have you all here, and I'd like to invite up our runner-up, our top seed, Benoît Paire. Benoît, you come here regularly. You're one of the regulars here at the Winston-Salem Open, and we have so loved having you. And playing 2 matches yesterday, 1 match today, seemed like Hubert had just had an unbelievable week, but so did you, and we're so happy that you're here. Was it a big difference for you with that temperature change over the last 24 hours, and do you think it was helpful or for you? I mean, it seemed like it was a little hot yesterday for you.
Yeah, of course. Yesterday the weather was better. All the week it was tough condition with the rain, with everything. But really happy to come back every year here. Honestly, it's the first time I win 2 matches in a row here, so I'm very happy. But first I want to congratulate Hubert. He's a very nice guy, and honestly, he deserves to win today. He's a better player than me today. So.
Benoît, I'd like to invite up Glenda Burkett, the Senior Vice President of BB&T, to present you your trophy. And I know on behalf of BB&T and their many associates here in Winston-Salem and around the country, she wants to present this trophy to you. And now I'd like to invite up our champion, his first ATP title, and the first time a Polish player has won a title at the ATP level in 37 years. Hubert Hurkacz. Well, it seems like you've had a pretty good week. Your first title, I know you've spent a lot of time in the Flow automobiles all week. We gave him a vehicle midweek, and I think he's had a good time here in town. But when you're coming out and you're playing here, what do you look for in an event that you're getting prepared, when you're getting prepared for for the final major of the year?
I mean, thank you, everyone. First of all, I mean, it's an amazing city. Also, I mean, coming here, I was just trying to improve my game, play better every single match, and improve the things that we're working on with Craig, Przemek. So, yeah, that was our goal, and I'm so glad that I played here until the end.
I think we are as well. You've got a great team around you. Your coach, Craig Boynton, this is his 4th time he's had a player in the final, 3rd different time. When you're looking for a coach, somebody like Craig seems like really fits well here in Winston-Salem. But what do you say to your team when you're getting ready for these events?
I mean, what do I say to my team before? I mean, they usually say to me that I need to work. So it's the other way around. But no, I mean, Craig and Przemek are unbelievable, so I'm glad they are here with me.
Well, I think we're so glad to have you here, and we'd love to right now invite up Matt Waterman, the Vice President and General Manager of Champion Activewear. Oh, sorry, you want to say one other thing?
I also wanted, I mean, here was a pleasure to play. It was really amazing. The city, the atmosphere. I mean, being as a young kid was my dream to play at the ATP level, and here I am now. So I'm glad. I'm just gonna try to improve my game. So thank you one more time to my family, coaches, and for amazing support. Thanks to you, Bill, for an amazing event. It was a huge pleasure, and thank you so much for the amazing support. Thanks.
I'd like to invite Matt Waterman, the Vice President and General Manager of Champion Activewear, to present you with our Champions Trophy.
On behalf of Champion Athleticwear, the over 60,000 Hanesbrands employees worldwide, congratulations on being the 2019 Winston-Salem Open champion.
Thank you also to all the volunteers, sponsors, bulkies, umpires. Without them, this tournament wouldn't be possible, so thanks a lot.
And before we close out, I'd like to thank... Okay, we're going to have notes for you next time, okay?
Yeah, first of all, Benoît, I mean, great week. It was a pleasure to play against you. I mean, you're a great player, great athlete, and really nice guy, so it was fun to play against. So
nice. There's one other group that I'd like to thank. There are 4 of us that work year-round on this tournament, and the improvements you see really are due to the work of the large staff. There are many interns and summer employees, but it's really important to honor our Chief Operating Officer, Amy Knudsen, our Tournament Manager, Kinsey Schultz, and our Assistant Tournament Director, Ray Bowden, for all the work they do. Thank you all so much. Well, this concludes the 2019 Winston-Salem Open. We look forward to seeing you August 15th of 2020 right here for the 10th anniversary edition of the Winston-Salem Open. Thank you all. Drive safely and have a wonderful rest of your weekend.
Well, credit to Bill Oakes, and it was very classy of Bill to recognize his full-time staff as well, because as you heard the players say when they come here, this is a terrific event. And despite all of the challenges that the weather proposed this week, none of which can be controlled by anybody else, those two gentlemen right there, as well as Bill Oakes, actually, Nosey did a great job navigating it.
Yeah, there are a lot of things that stand out, but one thing especially is how about the sportsmanship between the two players?
Yeah.
That was great.
Yes.
Great recognition from both players, both well-liked on tour, very popular, and was not lost upon Benoît Paire. What an important moment it is for Hurkacz securing his first ATP World Tour title.
Hurkacz is the 14th first-time winner on the ATP Tour this year. There's only 1 year since the ATP began where there have been more. 3 Americans, by the way, should be noted. Tennys Sandgren, Riley Opelka, and Taylor Fritz, all in that group. But this young man in it will, as Bill Oakes referenced, not since the great Fibak has there been a ATP champion from Poland, so in his home country, this will be news.
Yeah, it's going to be really big news. 37 years ago since Fibak secured that title in Chicago. So only 22 years of age, bright future ahead. Hurkacz has secured his first ATP World Tour title. And for Benoît Paire, there's a lot of positives from this week. He'd come here on numerous occasions before, hadn't necessarily played well, but he played well throughout the week. And he moves up the rankings with his finalist effort as well. So he has a lot of confidence going into the U.S. Open.
All right, one look at the numbers from this final match. It's our BB&T match summary. You see Hurkacz, he didn't get the 80% second serve. He only had half of that today.
Yeah, it's interesting looking at the numbers. You know, Benoît Paire was the aggressor. You can see 39 winners there, more unforced errors. He was the one trying to force play. The numbers were fairly even. There wasn't much between the players. You just felt like Hurkacz elevated his game a little bit there in the third set. Benoît Paire played one really loose game on serve, and that ended up being the difference in the match.
Well, one of the perks of reaching the finals in Winston-Salem, both men and their teams will be heading off in just a short bit to fly to New York for the Open. We thank our producer, Robbie Kistner, for his work all week, Lee Goodall, Jimmy Arias, and alongside Mark Knowles, Ted Robinson. Thanks for joining us from Winston-Salem.